welcome back to the Rgbargeee channel and my Minecraft Let's Play. Now, if you've been following me, you know I used to have a little farm down here for my wheat and potatoes and carrots, and last time we built that, which is quite an efficient food farm. And we're going to stay on with the food farm topic this time, but we're going to do some melons and some pumpkins. Now the idea here is I'm going to grow the melons and pumpkins, and hopefully, if it all works correctly, I will be able to harvest them at the same time as I harvest these crops in here. And as you can see, there's a full harvest more or less ready here. So what I've done, I counted 2 blocks out from the structure, and then I've planted down, placed down some soil all the way around, some dirt, and this is eventually going to be where we grow our pumpkins and melons. Also, I've started filling it up with water around here. If you look at Azuma's channel quite recently, he's done a Mythbuster, and he's proven that pumpkins and melons, even though they don't need water next to them, they do grow faster if their soil is hydrated. So that's why I'm doing this. Now there's a little trick here, which is why I haven't filled it all in with water yet. I wanted to show you. You don't have to keep going back to the river to get a bucket of water and then place it. What you can do is pick up one of these solid blocks, miss a gap, and place there. Pick a solid block, miss a gap, and place there. And that way you only really need 1 bucket. So I'll just complete this. Now this is quite a large farm really. I really don't need this many, but I felt that it'd help the structure that I've built here if I actually completed it all the way around. Now I don't obviously need to plant this, and because of all the pistons I'll be using here, it will probably completely finish off my iron reserve that I've got at the moment. But a piston is only 1 iron. I'm expecting I'll need at least half a stack of pistons for this, at least, maybe just a little bit more. I think if I remembered rightly, I put a full stack of dirt around here, and half of this is going to be where the pumpkin or the melon grows, so I'll need half of that for pistons. Well, that's my reasoning anyway. I'll stick with that for now. So, how's this going to work? Well, every other block there's going to be a melon or a pumpkin plant, and then as it grows it will produce a melon next to it, or a pumpkin. Then we'll use a piston to break that block, and it will push the melon or the pumpkin into a water channel. The water channels will meet round here somewhere and come out of the bottom into a hopper and a chest. Now you don't need to use a water channel to collect your drops. The only reason I'm doing that is because I can't afford all the hoppers I would need. You can obviously run hoppers all the way along here, and they will suck up the drops and place them into a chest. But the other reasoning was, at the moment when I fire this farm, I have to stand here and collect all the drops manually. And what I thought would be a better idea would be for both farms to feed off into a double chest. and because of my iron situation I'm going to have to use water for that. So let's get building. What have I got? I've got 8 pistons for now. That'll be enough to show you how I get started. I'm going to need some glowstone, and I've got some seeds. I haven't got a hoe. Oh yes I have. Oh, it's a wooden hoe. Let's just upgrade that quickly. And I don't want a shovel. I want a hoe. So there's a hoe. Right, well I can straight away get on and till this dirt. Don't know how I managed to get over the water there. Great. Now I'm going to start in the corners and I'm going to go melon, miss one, pumpkin, miss one, melon, miss one, pumpkin. Melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin, melon. And we'll carry that on all the way around. Pumpkin, melon, pumpkin, melon. You see, I've worked it out that this corner block will have a plant on, because you don't want a piston pushing into a corner block. And I've actually forgotten where I was. So melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin, melon. Pumpkin. I really don't think you need a commentary for this bit. So this isn't the most efficient design. There's some stackable designs which are more efficient, but the reason I've done it this way is because I think it fits in with the building better. I could have built a tower, but I've decided just to do one layer. I don't really need them. And one to finish, so let's put these seeds away. And that's just to get them started. I'm going to go along now. Don't need that. Let's convert this bone meal. And let's get these plants fertilized. Now you only have to do this once with melons and pumpkins, which is why they're such a good starter food. If you can get to a jungle, get yourself some melons, or find them in a chest possibly. The melons can be quite difficult to find. They do blend in quite well in the jungle, so I need to sleep. I brought my bed over this time. Hopefully we won't get anything spawning. Get these finished. Then we'll get on to the redstone bit. There we go, I only needed 1 stack. Put this away. Obviously I've not got enough pistons at the moment. So what we're going to do is, the pistons are going to push the melon or the pumpkin away. So I could put the piston there, but then it would need to be a sticky piston. Because otherwise it would push the block over. So I'm going to put a block there and a piston. I'm going to do that all the way around. Or at least with the 8 I've got. Got them growing already. And then the blocks in between, I'm going to put some glowstone. This is going to be fully enclosed, so each plant will benefit from the light from the glowstone. And then I need to find out whether we can place redstone on glass. So let's find out. No. I was hoping to put some glass in all these gaps, and then it would have lit up the surrounding area as well. But we can't do that, so this needs to be a wall. Ouch. Now you can see these are growing quite quickly. If you're on a server, this is still a good method, but if it's a very busy server, then things aren't going to grow as fast. As I said, this method's cheap. Doesn't use that much iron. Right, I'm going to need some more pistons. So what I'm going to do, I'll break away. I haven't tried using the cutout before on DX Story, the stop and start. So I'm going to cut away, make some more pistons, and finish this layer all the way around. And then we'll be back into the game. Okay, I'm back. And I've finished this. It's all the same. And you might notice I've built this wall up that's opposite it. And that's so, if you remember, there's redstone under there. On this bottom layer. Just on the other side of this wall. So I don't want any of the drops that get pushed off to end up sat on top of the redstone. So I've built that wall up all the way around, and that'll make sure then that this redstone here doesn't get interfered with by the drops. And also, as it just comes round the corner, the redstone goes under that torch. The water streams that we're going to build would have flowed onto the redstone in just this corner, so that helps stop that as well. So the next thing I want to do is connect up some wiring, and we're going to use this torch that's off. So I'm going to bring that across in all directions, and you'll notice there isn't one at the front. And then we'll put some redstone down. And then when we fire the farm using, I've changed it for a lever, that will also fire these pistons. Okay, and I fell off. So there's a piston there, and 1, 2. And now we're going to have to count, because I don't think that without some help I'm going to be able to get all the way around the corner with the redstone before it runs out of charge. So the best way to do that would be with a repeater. And a repeater doesn't work very well on a corner, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 11 would be fine. So I'm going to take that one out. Oh, there we go. And we'll do the same on the other side. Don't need that. Oh, I thought I'd run out of redstone then. And that's where we're going to put the repeater. Okay. So I'm going to have to make some repeaters. I haven't got any. And for that, I'm going to need some pressure plates, some redstone torches. And let's just make a few more. I only need 2. How many have I got? 3. And it needs 2 for each one, so redstone torches go like that. I think, yes. Redstone in the middle. Pressure plate, no. No. Perhaps it's stone blocks. It's a while since I've built anything with redstone and constantly get the recipes mixed up. I'm sure it's redstone torches on the ends. There we go. 2 repeaters. And we'll put 1 there. And what the repeater does is it will extend the length of the signal. Now redstone will only go for a certain amount. In fact, let's go and show you that, I think. I'll just make another quick repeater. Sticks. I've got sticks on me. 1, 2. And then it was stone, torches, redstone in the middle. So if I put a big long line of redstone down, I'm sorry for anybody who's very familiar, but I always intended this to be a beginner series, so I want to go through this just to explain. Okay. I put my lever down and that lights it. But it only lights it for so far and then it stops. However, if you get rid of that, get the repeater that you've just made and put that down, it will go on now for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blocks. So without a repeater it will go 15, and then you put a repeater down after 14 and it will go another 14 before you need another repeater. So that's why I've used the repeaters, just to get around that corner. I think I was a couple short. So that is all the redstone wiring done. Yeah. Next we need to work out our water streams. So I'm going to drop down. Have I got some water on me? I haven't. And I've covered the water up, so have a sleep. Hang on, hang on. Have I must have it on peaceful. I haven't used any. I have. Duh. Go away. Just realised my health wasn't going down. But we do share this computer, and I know my lads do a lot of creative. So I had it on peaceful all along, and I haven't got any arrows. There we go. Let's just get rid of some of these. We go. Anybody else going to interfere with us? I don't think so. Right, so I'll get some water. I did have an infinite spring over here already, but I got rid of it when I put this wall up. So I'll build another one quickly. There we go. Right. Water streams. So, where's the middle? This is the middle. So this is where our first water stream is going to go. That takes us to the corner, and it will be the same on that side. So I need to go down a block now. Did I need that last one there? No, that's a plant, so Get rid of him for now. Put one of those. So now anything that comes down will end up in the corner. So if we take that block out, that creates a dead spot there, so that's not good. So we'll put another bucket here. We'll just give it a quick try. You can see it's turning the corner there. And I can't get back up. I think you can see what I'm doing. Yep, I'll quickly get some more water. And what I meant by dead spot was, I'll show you on the other side. We'll go to the other side. When I took this block out, and this time it's worked. Oh, that's strange. Anyway, when I took that block out, the block itself stopped in the middle of the block and didn't flow out. And we want to try and avoid that because we want all the drops to come to our collection point. I'm going to get stuck in here, aren't I? There we go, I can get out of here. Another bucket of water. Oops. Now, next I'm going to need a couple of signs, I think. No, I'm not. I need to dig down here. Hadn't really planned this part very well. No, I was just checking that I wasn't going to disturb some redstone by digging that way. Now you can see the water spills everywhere. Good. Let's get back up on top. Get rid of those two. In fact, I can leave a sandstone block there. Not sand, of course. There we go. There's a way in. Now we have a conveyor belt of water that should take everything to where we need it to go. Now I'm going to change this. Because I've noticed that items do drop on top of this one. So I really need to get rid of that one as well. Redstone. Not you. That's something that's a little bit more elegant. And we'll go around this corner. Hopefully that won't affect, but it might. I'm going to go in here, madness, and put a repeater in here somewhere. Just there, I think. What I'm frightened of is I've added some extra 1, 2, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to the corner. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I've gone over the 15, which is what I was worried about. So I'm going to go make another repeater. I've got one on me from our little example. There we go. Let's build our wall back. I'm really anxious to give this a try. I haven't actually done this in creative, I've just sort of made it up as I've gone along, really. I know this bit should work. So I need a hopper. Chest. I've got some blocks and I've got a chest to put everything in when it comes out. I need to sleep. Did anybody spawn? It doesn't look like it, does it? So I'm going to put the chest. Let's have a think. If I just block that off now. Get rid of that block. Can I reach shift to put the chest there? Yes, I can. I put the shift click onto the side of the chest with the hopper. And now if anything drops in there... Oh, let's just double check it's empty. Ah. There we go, chest's empty. So I'll throw some stuff in. The hopper sucks it up, deposit it into the chest. Right, let's give that a go. We know that this is full. I obviously need to connect this to my path next to my storyboard at some point. But I don't think that looks too obnoxious. We'll get up there and hit the button, see what happens. And instant fail. Take these two out and hit the button. And you can see this bottom layer here hasn't worked, and neither has our pistons. And that will be why. This side did. And you can see there are some that haven't dropped down into the water streams. And that's when I said the design wasn't that efficient. That's pretty much what I meant. You can also see there's some backlog here because the hopper is full. But it is working. Now, what I need to do as well is sort out why this bottom layer here hasn't fired. I don't think I stole my buckets. In fact, the bottom two layers haven't fired. Let's go and have a look. Still a bucket in there. Very likely to do with my wall that I built. I've interfered with it somehow. And this is going to become a pain to actually come in here and harvest things. Right. So I've obviously got a few bugs to sort out. Let's go and have a look, see what the problem is. Okay, I appear to have worked this out now. And it rains. Nice. So I think what was happening, I had two arms coming away from the torch to feed this. And what was happening then was this block that came off over here was powering this block diagonally, and that was powering that bottom dispenser. And I forgot that they can power diagonally now. So all I've done to rectify it was, I'll get away from that rain. I took all of the buckets out of all the dispensers, and then I cleared all of this away. These 3 blocks here. Well, there were 6 blocks actually. And I took this away. This bridge from this to here. And then what that meant in turn was this was no longer able to power all of the pistons at the same time, so I put a repeater in, and it's in the wrong place, I've just realised. So let's get rid of him and him. The reason I've just moved that was because that piston wasn't going to get powered. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it does need to come that one. Oh well. I tried. And we'll do it this way around. There we go. And that means I'm probably going to need... Where's the middle block? Get rid of that. Another repeater for the other side. So there is a name for it. I think it's buddy powering or something like that, or bud switching, where it uses that diagonal. It's the second one. Because it's symmetrical, it's quite easy for me to work out where it goes. And that was my problem. It was diagonally powering that block. So now, if I just finish this little job, I should get to see it all working as it should. And I'm glad, because it took me quite a while to find that out. And it was probably a complete episode of me derping around and getting killed. If we look inside, we can see that none of them are flooded. So we go 1, 2, and that floods them all. These have all been pushed off. Now if we go 1, 2 again, they all drain. So we're working. And it's about time.